Venkat, for that quick recap of what's been achieved. What's the intent to your mind?
The intent is very simple. You see, for the Americans, for a very long period of time, when they were in a commanding position in the international system, they have used their, power to uh, a certain kind of a liberal international economic order, which they, have crafted. They used that position to weaponize, the dependence of the rest of the world. So, for example, when the French are doing business with Iran and the dollar payments via SWIFT code has to be circulated through the American banking system, the Americans, simply choke the supply of, the cash flow, that is the dollar payments, to ensure that, the Iranians are cornered. So now the Chinese, seem to be, in that position with regard to rare earth elements and other things. Now, with the growing prowess of China, the the tech prowess of China, the Americans now want to weaponize, the dependence of China as far as the supply of advanced chips is concerned. Why? So it's very important that we understand the larger context, and the larger context is that uh, the it's the Americans perhaps are looking at this tech war not necessarily only in terms of tech prowess. They are worried about it, but I think there is a deeper sense to it. And the deeper sense is that how will China's emergence as a tech power uh, you know uh, might lead to its emergence as a digitally, quote unquote, what Americans are saying, digitally authoritarian state. So, what implications the emergence of a digitally authoritarian state has on the international liberal economic order? And does it be, or will it translate to a deeper value clash between democratic values and authoritarian values? And how? So, in that sense, it's a value clash as well. So I think that is what the Americans seem to be looking at, and they don't want to come to a situation where they will be confronting that kind of a scenario. So they are going all out to check, postpone. We don't know whether they'll be able to abandon Chinese plans, but they want to postpone as much as possible the Chinese plans to go ahead and march forward in this whole thing. So if you consider you know, 2021 Biden's China doctrine, he very clearly says that there is no room for coexistence in this whole power struggle. There's only one that can survive, and that one shall be we. That's what Biden is saying in his national security strategy doctrine that has come out recently. In October 12th, this particular year, it explicitly states that the U.S. aim is to quote unquote outcompete China and restrain Russia. The report reflects American worries about China's moves to add further ammunition to its power ambitions. So you have, so for example, in its Belt and Road Initiative, it has added new impetus via what they call its digital BRI, for example. The idea is to, have more and more access to, various kinds of data through payment apps like Alipay and through VPay, and use that kind of a humongous amount of big data to create artificial intelligence and use it for their tech ambitions. So the possibilities are immense, and that's where the Americans come in and say that these are the implications.